special edition of Tech24 with me, Rebecca Bowring, coming to you from Moscow this week. We're here to take the temperature of the Russian capital's digital industry.
Russia captures just 1% of the global high-tech market, but last year its IT sector grew nearly 4 times faster than Europe overall. Homegrown firms are going global, like Russia's answer to Google. Our first stop on this tour of digital Moscow is Yandex, Russia's foremost internet portal and search engine. And we're here because it represents very well the complexity of the Russian market. That is, that local players are extremely important. 150 million search queries pass by these premises every single day. That represents 60% of the market. Google, however, only has a 25% share. To explain why, I'm joined by Andrei Sabrant. You are the head of marketing here at the company. Do tell us then, what do you do to keep Google and other American companies like them at bay?
We give better answers because modern search is not about giving links. It's not about destination sites. It's about answering people's questions. And our answers, as our popularity show, are perhaps a little bit better.
And there's an emphasis, isn't there, on local. Is that the secret of your success? Is that why your customers remain loyal to you?
It's part of the answer because it's very important in modern internet to be local, not on the level of the country, but on smaller levels. The same question from different cities require different answers.
Talking about different cities, you're also expanding into different countries, and you've recently opened an office, haven't you, in Istanbul. Are you representative, though, of Russian firms, or do Russian companies in general have difficulty penetrating foreign markets?
I don't think so. I think that now we are big and powerful enough and we have sufficient resources, financial resources, human resources to enter new markets. And actually we are going to use the same idea all over the world. We start with local teams. It's not Russians coming to Istanbul.
I talked about your search engine, but you're also an internet portal with many other services. Tell us a bit more about what you do.
Now, being a portal means being mobile, because more and more people use internet on the go. So we have to expand to all mobile platforms, and our future is with tablets, with smartphones, iPhones, and other portable devices.
Last year, a US tech magazine listed Yandex among the world's 50 most innovative companies, an accolade shared by another Russian firm, one you may know. Kaspersky's antivirus software runs on millions of PCs. After 15 years, it operates in over 100 countries. Tech24 was invited to its malware detection labs. The life and soul of the company is its founder, Eugene Kaspersky, the self-made Che Guevara of virus hunting. He warns the more connected a society, the more vulnerable it is to cyber attacks.
The damage, of course, damage is not so serious as, for example, nuclear weapon, but it can affect any part of our life. And it's not possible to protect. So the countries which are developed, the countries which depend on the IT systems more than others, could be the best victims. And these countries now, they are promoting the idea of cyber weapons and cyber wars. Hey, come on, what are you doing?
The most potent virus the team is currently tackling could be political. They suspect Duku, a spying Trojan, to be the successor to Stuxnet, the worm that brought chaos on Iran's nuclear program. Experts here detected some 20 million new types of malware last year, with help from robotic virus hunters which crawl the web.
And I would like to mention this one person, Aibo, which has done, according to figures, significantly much more than everyone, I think, in the last year.
Why so much more?
Because it is our automatization system. About 98% of malware is processed automatically. And only those samples which were not automatically processed, they are passed to this shift virus analyst. And their goal is to process all the unprocessed samples.
The malware is decoded and recoded to neutralize it. Though Russia's at the cutting edge of virus tracking, it also tops the charts for denial of service attacks that can shut down servers. And sometimes it takes a hacker to know a hacker.
Of course, people from another front line, yes, they have the same information, but we have different goals, different ideas. They are also hackers, but they are black hat hackers. We are also hackers, but we are white hat hackers. We are good guys.
Two sides of the same coin.
Yes.
As mobile becomes the new frontier of cyber warfare, Kaspersky warns criminals are increasingly targeting open-source systems.
Android is the most popular mobile operation system around the world now, and now we have more than, 5,000 mobile viruses in 1 year, which were created especially for Android. I think it's future on mobile device, not PCs at home.
From the future of cybersecurity to the future of digital Moscow itself. For that, we head 15 kilometers southeast of the city. Out of farmland is rising Skolkovo, a new innovation hub set for completion in 2014. Over 400 companies have been selected to join. The ecosystem comprises a university, smart city, and research clusters where scientists and entrepreneurs collaborate.
Here we are in the Cube. It's the future headquarters of the Skolkovo Foundation. At the moment, it's nothing more than a very noisy building site, but here's what it will look like when it opens in a couple of months' time.
Some startups are already being supported by Skolkovo's Technopark, an incubator under construction.
So first we tell it, send us the data.
GeoNodal's solution self-pop-up node surveys the seabed and wirelessly transmits data from the surface back to a notepad device.
And then we connect with, like you connect in any cafeteria or whatever.
Some technology, though, is more everyday.
All of the household gadgets on this table have something in common, and that is that they work without a battery. Now, Martin here is the brains behind Cube Module, and you've harnessed the technology contained in one of these, a lighter.
Yes. The lighter is the magic thing which contains a small piezo element. When we push on this piezo element, it produces a spark of electricity. And we know how to use this normal electricity in normal gadgets. For example, this thermometer. We can install this piezo element into this toy, and when we push to the pipe, we can have a thermometer which is measured by this sensor.
So you know how hot your child's bath water is, for instance, and you also incorporate this into light switches.
Yes, when we push to the button, we can produce electricity.
Martin's also developed a battery-free smart key, which costs less than €1. Fitted to the audio socket of his mobile, QJack replaces the need to log in manually to banking apps or to access the cloud.
If there will be no Skolkovo, I don't know how to come to the president of Legrand or to the president of Air France. In the case of Skolkovo, many of top brands come to the Skolkovo and ask whether you have interesting innovation for us. And at this moment we come to this meeting and we show all of this product, all of this technology, all of our ideas to the decision maker persons, which is very great for us.
Skolkovo's endgame is to boost Russia's standing as a global innovator, and the Kremlin has already injected millions of euros into the project. Future funding should be 50-50 public-private. But there could be a fly in the ointment. Skolkovo was a signature initiative of Dmitry Medvedev as he drove to modernize. Vladimir Putin's return to the presidency risks denting its impact.
And that brings us to the end of this special edition of Tech24 on Digital Moscow. Thanks very much for being with us. Do join us again next week. For now, das vidanya. Goodbye.